Hi, Sharon Wilharm, Flix Films, and I have with me Angel Hatfield. And now you are an executive producer of films. And you know, everybody knows what a director does, everybody knows what an actor does or a DP, but nobody knows what an executive producer does. So tell us what an executive producer does.
Well, for this particular project, my role was a little bit different, but the executive producer a lot of times is where the buck stops. The funding comes from them, or they're overall responsible for the project being delivered on time. Sometimes it's a quiet investor in the project, so you don't really hear from them. In this particular case, we actually came in to sort of lead general on the project, to take it from post-production, which is an unusual place to come into a project, to its theatrical release and beyond. So we did everything from helping with the marketing to engaging with the church audiences to setting up the screenings and the media interviews with our cast and looking at the budget and the final line and P&A and all those good things.
Well, perfect. Now, I loved what you were saying about Because of Gracia, how when you read it, you felt like it was talking about you. When Mariah read it, she thought it was talking about her.
Yes.
Tell us about how it relates to you.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was a great God story because the project came across my desk from another client referral. And we see a lot of screeners. And this particular one, when I watched it with my husband, it just gripped me because there's four main characters in the storyline, and they're two couples. They're in their senior year of high school. And two of the couples do things God's way. They honor the Lord, His Word, the right way to approach a relationship and pursue courtship and dating and marriage. And the other couple, she's a pastor's daughter, gets peer pressure, and there's this young man that's just pursuing her, and she gives into that peer pressure. So she does it outside of God's way, and with that, there's consequences in the storyline. So when I viewed the film, it gripped my heart because I was the pastor's daughter.
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
Were you the good girl or the other one?
Or the other one. I like the term the other one. Yeah, Mariah, who's our star, Mariah Peter, she's married to Joel Smallbone for King and Country, and she's just a star. This was her first feature film. But when she read the script, she literally called the filmmaker, Tom Symes, and said, "Did you write this on the story of my life?" Because she could relate to Gracia's character, which does things, though peer pressure, bullying, a lot of things that our youth are facing today, she felt also for making the right godly decisions. So, for example, Mariah was on American Idol, as you've probably read, had been mocked for her faith and was told to come back when she had sort of seen the world and kissed a boy and made out of it and done all those other choices. So yeah, we took two different paths in our life, but the Lord both redeemed both of us. And He finds a way to meet us where we're at, and it was through that story, my own personal story, of getting pregnant outside of wedlock and going to my father as a pastor and having to share that news. That experience with him changed my heart and my life because of his reaction to it.
So now, do you have any more projects in the works?
We actually do. Actually, because of Gracia, we're sort of in some discussions right now to see a future for that episodic TV might find its place for the feature. And then we also have other filmmakers that we represent. One of our clients is Tim Mahoney with Patterns of Evidence, The Exodus, and he's coming out with Moses.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we're excited for him and other clients as well, and great projects, and wanting the world to hear the gospel and be changed and impacted by them.
Well, great. So how can people find out more about you and what you're doing?
Okay, our company is called Serve Others, which is S-E-R-V, no second E in serve, but our mission is about serving others, that we serve the Lord and we serve others in their projects to make sure that they move forward, that they get to the right intended audience, and that message is heard. So www.serveothers.com.
Sounds good. Yeah. I'm Sharon Wilharm here with Angel Hatfield at NRB 2018.